Welcome back to the channel. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We're gonna have fun today because I'm often asked, what can I do about the issues that this car is having in a bad way right now? I'll bring you up close to see what I'm talking about, but it's failing, peeling, flaking clear coat. There's only two ways to fix it the right way permanently. Number one, sand all of this junk off and respray it, period, the right way, with good base coat, clear coat. Number two, sand it down smooth and wrap it, either with a vinyl wrap like Avery or a custom paint protection film, a cosmetic paint protection film from Legend, Steck, FlexiShield. There are many to choose from these days. There are also ways to get this to look better until you can do it the right way. Bridge the gap until your appointment at a body shop to get it resprayed. Bridge the gap until your appointment, detailing shop or a wrap shop to get it covered. Let me show you all of those variations today. Let's get started. With the shop manager looking on, I could show you the paint on the hood, the roof, and some of these plastic areas in the back here need to be sanded and resprayed. Or if you wanted a cosmetic change, you could wrap them. And the only way to do it right is to sand this all the way off, all the way down to the metal, and respray. Let me give you an example. The trunk on this Super Bee here was doing the exact same thing. And I'm in the process of sanding that down perfectly flat and respraying it. The key is to get all of that garbage clear coat off of there, which is what I'm working on, and get it down to a point where you could start all over with the base coat and then the clear coat. But we need to start somewhere. So after a quick wash, I'm going to show you the next step and we'll continue on from there, and I'll give you different options. First thing I'm going to do is exfoliate the surface. If there's a better word to use, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. But we want to remove the dead paint molecules from these areas here where the sun has gotten after the color coat with no protection from the clear coat. We also want to strip the dead clear the best we can. We're not going to be able to do it completely. You're only going to be able to completely remove it by sanding. But you can get some of the dead edges away and make it look a little better by exfoliating. And what I have here in my hands is a Norton scuff pad. I get them in 400 and 800. You could call it grit, but it's really the coarseness. So this is an 800 coarse. 400 coarse is obviously going to be a lot stiffer and a lot more aggressive. So let me show you how to use this. I'm going to come over to the panel. Get my soapy water on there. Dip this in the bucket as well. And in straight lines, either way, however way you want to go, we're going to exfoliate that paint. And this will help to remove quote unquote dead paint molecules and clean up the surface. Decontaminates it. You can see the foam here is turning red because we are truly exfoliating. And you can tape up areas that you don't want to bump up against. And we're just going to go over half of this hood I'll leave the other half, I'll leave that go, just so we have something to compare to. We're going both ways with this because we want to get every angle that we can on the remaining clear that hasn't peeled. And from here we can rinse. And just wanted to show you, it looks like a crime scene up here. You can dry it, and we'll go from there. As things have dried, you could see from where you're at that it looks like we've taken a step backwards. You know, that has a little bit of reflection. This is even more cloudy. But we did that because I want to move on to the next step. I've often been asked, what would it look like? How would it turn out if you just polish those areas that are failing and just roll with it until you can come up with a permanent fix? I'm going to save you some time. I'm going to do this here and show you exactly what it looks like. So I grabbed the cutting compound. I found an old pad. You don't want to use a new pad. There's going to be a ton of transfer that's going to clog and ruin these pads. And that's because we're now down to single stage. There's no more clear on here. And single stage transfers. So let me polish this side of the hood and show you what it would look like if you were to do that. If you felt like wasting your time, which is what it is. But I want to have fun here, so I'll do it for you. And when I was talking about transfer, that's exactly what I meant. The single stage transferring onto the pad. Now, does it look better from here? So yeah, I mean, that answers one question. There's a way to get to your appointment where you can fix that properly. Quite a big difference, but you can see, depending on the light, you can still see where some of that existing clear coat makes a line. So that's one way you can get to your appointment and have it look a little bit better. I've also had some ask, hey, just to try it out, what would it look like to clean it off a bit and then throw some film over it, whether it's clear or matte or cosmetic film, which would hide anything underneath it. I'm going to show you with a piece of scrap clear film, because no matter what you use, a vinyl or a film, let me show you the results if you don't remove all of this garbage clear coat, which is going to start coming off again anyway. It would be really nice if it was just as easy as laying film over top of it, but life is never that easy. So yes, you can put film on top of it. It's not going to stick very long. The clear is going to come up, but it kind of accentuates the edges of the clear underneath there more than just polishing it. It would have to be a pattern of camouflage with different colors to hide that. Maybe that would work. Would still be a waste of film. I also had somebody mention Poppy's patina and products similar. I happen to have some on hand. I always do. So we can try that as well. I have no problem whatsoever giving that a try. Poppy's patina is great for, well, just that, saving your patina. I've had success with this stuff, hiding scratches, deep, unsightly scratches that were almost through the clear coat, but didn't gouge or remove any of the color coat. And it fills in those scratches. Very similar to how the turtle wax scratch remover or scratch repair kit does. This stuff self-levels pretty well for the most part. You just need to get used to how to apply it, how fast to apply it, how much to apply, and what to apply it with. But this is another option for some projects. Some like it, some don't. I believe once you find a way to utilize it, you'll be happy with it. So from here, yeah, I guess it does look a whole hell of a lot better, especially with the headlights being redone. It almost transforms the way it looks, but it's not permanent. It's extremely temporary because those little areas of clear coat will continue to fail and peel. And the sun, unless you're using something crazy to protect it with, will bake that color coat underneath with no protection. And it will oxidize once again. So to those that have asked, great question. I'm so happy with my subscriber base, intuitive, always looking for answers. Yes, you can improve the looks, as you can see here. You know, from the camera's, about 10 feet away from the car. It turns it into a 10-footer. So from 10 feet away, or the vehicle driving by on the roadway or pulling into a parking spot, it looks a hell of a lot better than just leaving it go, and will get you to your appointment. And this is where I can answer your question. There are only two ways to repair completely the situation and get it to where you want it looking like new again, and that is to sand it down or take it to a body shop and have it sanded and resprayed, both color coat and clear coat. You're not going to be able to remove that clear coat without heavy damage to the color coat. So sand it all down. Get rid of it. Get rid of that garbage and get some good diamond coat or 2K clear. Or sand it down flat, clean it up, wrap it, or use cosmetic PPF. I hope that helps. This has been a fun video. I love these videos. So if you have a favorite channel, I need to remind you over and over again, because YouTube changes its algorithm regularly. It's not just enough to be subscribed and hit the notification bell. You have to interact, either a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment down in the comment section. That way, the algorithm will let you know when your favorite channels, and that's just not mine, but whoever you have as your favorite channel or enjoy, And that may be multiple channels, but that's one way to tell the algorithm to let you know when there's new content available immediately, not a day or 2 days or a week later. So I hope that helps. This has been Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'll catch you guys in the next fun video.